Shun. All right. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going, Josh?
Pretty good.
We got the kids. We got the wife. Hopefully she doesn't try to mock Jesus any more flies while we're doing this.
Kill flies at mock Jesus.
Yeah. Just smacking crap while we're over here trying to record. The audacity.
No, that's the program you use.
I said mock Jesus. It's
a term.
Speed. It's not a. Yeah. You stop mocking Jesus. I'm not.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes. Hey, do you remember all the times that you and I have interrupted the Holy Chit Chat?
I know, right?
Podcast?
I can remember on 0 fingers.
What'd you say?
I can remember 0 times on my hand that I've interrupted.
0 times for you. I've interrupted them quite a few times. I'll be honest about that. So part of the reason why we do have our kids sitting here today is because we thought it'd be fun to open up today's episode by letting Sky tell the story that we hinted towards in the last episode of her spider experience at camp this past week. And so I'm going to pass my microphone to Sky and do sound effects in the background while Josh still has his microphone but listens to Sky tell her story. So here's my daughter, Sky.
Hi, I'm Sky. I'm Josh's child. Hang on, the microphone just broke.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay, anyway, in case you didn't catch up on the fact that they just said it, I went to camp last week, and I have a terrible story to tell. I had gone to the bathhouse in the morning, and I'm thinking, oh, what a beautiful second day. I definitely didn't trip and fall the first day. So I'm sitting in the stall, doing morning things, and I see this I see this shadow underneath the door, and I think, nah, whatever. So I'm getting up, and I can't express how large it is, but think of 2 drink coasters side by side. That's about how large this spider was, and it's hairy and it's terrifying, and I have severe arachnophobia. So I scream, and I'm like, what do I do? So I climb up on the toilet seat, and I'm like, hi guys, I'm terrified. Can somebody kill this spider? Meanwhile, it's crawling all the closer. I'm hyperventilating and screaming, and Girl, I don't know who you were, but my hero stepped. She put her foot underneath the door to the stall and crushed this spider, and I felt such a relief go through me. And then little baby spiders started crawling everywhere. They started spreading out the sides of it like germs, and I'm naturally screaming again. And my hero wipes her foot across the floor and just murders all of them in a single sweep. So here I am, standing on the toilet seat, crouched down because privacy, with my hands against the walls, and there's a crumpled...
Crouched down because privacy.
I don't want to see other people taking a dump in the morning.
She wasn't concerned about her privacy.
And just...
concerned about the other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just Ethan Hunting on the stall, hands and feet just splayed, just trying to not touch the ground.
To be fair, I said that my reaction would be that they would have seen me grow claws and climb up the wall myself. I'm scattering across the ceiling, screaming like a girl still.
So I'm standing there now with a half-dead spider. She stomps on it with her heel again. Now a fully dead spider, laying on the floor in this crumpled heap with a lot of tiny black specks around it. Reason I could not crush it: 1, spider. 2, I'm in Crocs with no socks, and imagine if I crushed that and then little baby spiders started going up my foot inside my Croc. I would have burnt the place down.
She is also her father's daughter, and I think most of us know my non-affection for spiders, and so yeah, if that would have been me in that case, like literally that scream I did a while ago would have been echoing through that camp. They might have seen me pantsless, just absolutely streaking across that camp, still screaming like a girl the whole way. So that was Sky's spider experience.
I did have a little bit more to say. As my dad just said, I was reported that the boys' bathroom was full of bugs and spiders everywhere, and apparently a cockroach had climbed up the wall at one point into the stall and dropped on a kid's head. I completely forgot about that.
That's amazing.
Quite literally scared the poop out of him.
I remember coming out of the bathhouse and I heard like a girl scream from the boys' bathroom. And I was like, I wonder what happened in there. And I see another kid come running out of the bathroom. And then another kid. And one by one, they're running out of there. And then the report slowly spread that the cockroach fell on a kid's head. But getting out of that bathroom stall with the crumpled spider on the ground, it felt like parkour. Because I just had to, like, jump over that thing. I was not getting anywhere near it. I was scared.
That's funny.
So when are we going to play Grounded?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Experience some more spiders. I'm sitting there thinking, like, she talked about hearing the girl scream coming out of the boys' bathroom. And it's like it's what Joe Reeves used to do where he'd scream, ah! And he'd be like, I'm a really manly man, and I'm terrified of this. So, yeah. Well, thanks, kid. Thanks for sharing your story with us.
You are very welcome. I was so scared.
Glad that you survived and didn't have to experience running out of a bathroom stall with nothing on while you ran away from the spiders.
I was fine.
Sure. Mm-hmm. You said you were on the toilet.
No, I gotten up and then the spider came in.
Ah, okay.
Hence why I was able to get onto this.
She said she had gotten up and then the spider came in. So.
Hey, you finished in here?
All right,
Just checking.
As we move into the rest of this episode, Josh, I've got a would you rather for you. All right, this one's I think a pretty short answer one relatively, which is good because we had our story and stuff to open up with. But would you rather your food always be too hot, and by that I mean
temperature hot or
temperature
spice
hot?
Okay.
Temperature hot, and to the point that you can never get used to it. Like it's always too hot anytime you try to eat something. Or would you rather your food always be too salty? And so too salty meaning like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you've had those bites of like when you get that last little bit of pretzel out of the bottom of the bag and all the salt from the pretzel comes with it and it's like overbearingly salty.
So
which one would you pick?
So giving a little insight to the second one. So for most of you know that I used to be a general manager at Chipotle.
General manager.
So we would have to taste our food and stuff like that when we made it just to make sure everything was consistent, things like that.
Yeah.
There would be times when the rice wouldn't get mixed enough and you would get like a chunk of salt with the rice.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to go with the first one.
Oh, really?
Because I would actually have a hot meal from Bob Evans. I've never had a hot meal from Bob Evans. Everything is lukewarm or worse.
You want to use it as the way to actually have
semi-enjoy Bob Evans. Like anytime, like going into the restaurant, every time I've had food, it's been lukewarm.
Yeah.
At best. And I'm talking like eggs. I'm talking like, I've never had something that was actually acceptably hot.
That's funny.
From Bob Evans.
That's hilarious, actually.
It's just like
you would also crack the code on Hot Pockets, right? Because a Hot Pocket's 50-50.
Right. So
you're
it's
either
like,
getting boiling lava hot.
Yeah. So you have
like
molten lava and ice.
Yeah.
Exactly. In your Hot Pocket, unless you like nuke it and then it's like literally falling apart.
If anybody in our listeners has ever cooked a Hot Pocket to a perfect temperature where you were able to take it out of the microwave, take it out and let it sit for its appropriate like 2 minutes or whatever it is, and then eat the entire thing without burning yourself or without it being too cold for you, let me know in the comments.
Tell us how to do it. Yeah, because I want to crack that code.
Yeah, that's something I've never been able to do, not once in my life.
It's
either like I'm going to the hospital, or I'm scared that I might get some kind of food poisoning from it being way underdone.
Way undercooked.
Yeah. So, All right. Well, what do you say we jump into this thing this morning? Good
All
morning,
right.
Josh.
Good morning, Josh.
Recognize me? No? Well, I'm Josh.
I got suspended from school because of Josh.
You're going to be there with me in every way imaginable, Josh.
Josh is truly in a trance, yes.
I went to high school with Josh, and I can tell you right now, he's a terrific kisser.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Josh, these are people's jobs we're talking about, Josh.
Josh walking in the door wasn't even close.
Josh, you are a muffin-snuggling pirate puncher.
Josh is a good guy. We can talk to him.
Please welcome Joshua.
Well, Josh,
Yes.
as you know, since I did the question, you get to take the bulk of this episode.
What?
'Cause I did the cryptid last time too.
Yeah.
So
Continuing with our military theme from last episode, talking
Okay.
about the SR-71 stories and buzzing the tower at 2,000 feet with afterburners on. One of I've been always fascinated with military and things like that, but there is something about like military folklore.
okay.
I'm going to ask you this question. What do you know about the USS Wisconsin?
Man, that sounds super familiar. The USS Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Right off the rip, it's not ringing any real bells though. Like I know the name of the USS Wisconsin. I know that I've heard something about it before, but it's not like no clear stories are coming up.
Okay, so we're going to be opening the strange little attic of military history where war stories naturally get bigger every time somebody retells them. Because, like we've talked about before, anytime you remember something, it's remembering the last time you remembered it.
Right.
So it's like a giant game of telephone with yourself where you kind of embellish stories. And anything like, I think...
Unless you're like me and then you just don't have a memory for anything.
That's
so.
fair. I blame a lot of my memory loss from undiagnosed concussions playing football before concussions were like a thing. So
I blame it on God just not giving me enough storage space.
that's why you walk through the door and it just clears the cache.
That's right.
But it clears the cache of everything. Even important
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
But I think a lot of times, and it makes stories more personal. Even like, because a lot of times military stories are a lot like fishing stories. Like they kind of focus on the good parts, not necessarily the bad parts, and you kind of get those over the top stories.
I was gonna say, like, not to mention, it's like typically when it comes to military stories, it is that heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who kind of thing, where it's like there are some guys who maybe should have been in the right area at the right time,
right? And
they kind of say, yeah, this maybe did or didn't happen type of thing. It's never like a quite clear cut. Right. Here's exactly what happened.
There's enough of the truth in there where you can kind of fact check everything around it and kind of find out the real details of what happened. So it's not necessarily like a completely made up story. There's some fact in it, but the details get a little bit bigger. So the hardware gets more absurd, and a small mistake can trigger a response that's so violent it sounds like folktale told by somebody who drinks black coffee for breakfast and then Spite for lunch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So we're talking about military folklore, the kind of stories that live somewhere in between documented history and campfire legend, kind of like what I was talking about.
Okay.
So if we want the perfect example of that, we are going to look at the story of the USS Wisconsin. So basically, it was getting hit by enemy fire in Korea and answered back so hard that it became legend. In some versions, the ship blew up a mountain.
Oh. Okay.
So this is the kind of sentence that only makes sense in naval history. So we'll start off with the battleship and the mountain. So the real core of the story, so these are the facts. The USS Wisconsin was an Iowa-class battleship that was operating off the coast of North Korea during
Wait, is it Wisconsin or Iowa?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an Iowa-class.
Yeah, no, I got it.
So it's one of the bigger battleships, a good array of cannons and things like that.
Yeah.
But more modern because we are talking about the Korean conflict. I'm not going to say Korean War because it wasn't technically a war if I'm going to get nerdy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So it was a conflict.
If you want to split hairs.
Yeah. So when it took a hit from shore artillery, the damage was extremely minor, but it was still enough to get their attention. So think of like
it's enough to piss off a bunch of American sailors. Yeah.
And this is a coming off the 4th of July. This is a true Murica moment.
Yeah, America.
And that's what makes this story so amazing.
Right.
So,
oh, you hit our boat, we're going to let freedom ring.
So when the artillery hit the USS Wisconsin's deck, I think one person got minorly injured, and it like scratched the paint, did not do any damage.
Actual damage to the ship, right?
But, on the shore,
they're not in danger of sinking, not in danger of like anything along those lines.
So, the North Koreans are they're like, yeah, we hit the battleship and everything like that. The USS Wisconsin responded in a way that a battleship responds, with 9 16-inch guns.
Good grief.
That is not a typo. 9 main guns, each firing shells that weighed thousands of pounds and were designed to make geography reconsider its life choices.
That's crazy.
So, depending on who's telling the story, the hill, the ridge, or the artillery position that fired on the Wisconsin either got obliterated, erased, or turned into a very strong suggestion that landforms should not antagonize battleships.
That's amazing.
That's where the folklore starts to grow teeth. A hill becomes a mountain, a battery becomes a crater, and retaliation becomes legend. And then there's the famous part. The escort ship, the USS Buck, reportedly flashed in Morse code after this happens. Temper, temper.
No way.
To the USS Wisconsin. So
That's
basically,
hilarious.
so if you guys don't understand, like, that is the entire main battery of the battleship's forces. So typically you have stations of guns. So this would have been 3 movable turrets of 16-inch guns. So,
Gosh.
and when I say 16-inch, that refers to the diameter of the barrel.
Yes. Which if you're thinking about 16 inches, like, because again, like Josh said, that's diameter of the barrel. So the barrel is feet long.
Yes.
Like it's a long barrel.
Like 10 to 20 feet long,
Yeah.
if not longer.
But 16 inches, like for the average person out there, take both of your hands, spread your fingers as wide as you can, and put your 2 thumbs together. The width from your pinky tip to your other pinky tip, that's approximately 16 inches. Mine's like 20 inches because I have wide hands. But,
Right.
But it's somewhere in like the 16-inch range. Now you think about a giant piece of lead with explosives contained inside that's that size coming out of a barrel, moving at, to go back to our previous episode, Mach whatever,
Right.
coming straight for you. Like it's essentially the equivalent of them firing moped scooters that explode at people.
Right. Yeah. So it's one of those things where the historically minded among us, the temper detail is widely reported
That
and
is
very
hilarious.
popular. But some modern writers point out that the supporting documents are very thin. So the shelling of the position is real. So that did happen.
Yeah.
As a response to getting
know
its paint
confirmed.
scuffed, essentially.
Right.
They basically obliterate this artillery position with a full bombardment of naval guns designed to sink naval ships
Right.
that have 12 to 16-inch thick hulls.
I can just imagine that they take the little dent on the deck and the commander comes over the radio and he goes, "Boys, you see that mountain over there? I don't like it."
And a lot the funny thing is you say that, and a lot of the commentary and the satire about it says that exact thing.
Right.
So it's one of those things where military like history and things like this is very catchy, and it kind of brings light to a lot of war stories and things like that, like where a lot of it is not funny, it's not, it's very dark, but this can kind of taking a story that is factually true, where the Wisconsin was fired upon, and then it basically obliterates a mountain,
Right.
in most stories.
That's crazy.
Like, just to be like America.
Just because we can. I was trying to look and see. Yeah. Austin von Letkeman. I don't know how you say his name, like his last name. But the guy that we've sent some videos back and forth from him and stuff like that. Like he is a military like service member, but he does a bunch of like funny videos. He's the one that has all the different like funny like t-shirts and hats and stuff like that talk about like, you know, I can't even say most of them and stuff like that. 'Cause it'll be offensive to somebody.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of like, he used to do a lot of videos where he would be America talking to like Russia or America talking to like Iran and stuff like that. And in the midst of his videos, he would always make the joke of, "Don't touch my boats," you know, like talking about America. And it was always like, that was his big play on it, was whenever like somebody else was attacking America, he's like, "Listen, you can get away with a lot of stuff, just don't touch my boats." And then somebody would butt in and be like, "We blew up one of America's boats," and they're like, "You did what?"
Right.
Because this is like the quintessential like example of that. It's like,
you touched my boat.
You touch the boat, and we take out your mountain. That's how this works.
There's also a story from World War II that often gets brought up with the USS Wisconsin, and I believe it's the USS Texas, which is a very fitting response to this.
Right.
So it was there for the Operation D-Day in Normandy.
Okay.
So as the Allied forces were invading the beaches at Normandy, there were different stations of battleships to provide support that they were shelling the artillery positions and things from the Germans on the hillsides. Well, it got to a point where they couldn't. The shells were landing in the same spot, like their gun angles were tipped. There's a story, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it is the USS Texas. What they did,
everything's bigger in Texas.
So it was facing port.
Okay.
So they flooded the.
Oh yeah.
They
I've heard
flooded.
about this
They
before.
flooded the opposite side, the starboard side ballast tanks.
Right.
So they could change the angle of the ship and started yeeting shells farther than they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, we don't have the right angle. Math and science. Let's change the angle unnaturally.
That's exactly right.
And floating, and the thing is
essentially beginning the process of sinking your ship
to shoot farther.
Allowed them to use the weight of the water to rotate the ship in the, like, if you guys think about a ship like tipping to one
like listing
side,
to one side.
Yeah, they're tipping the ship intentionally so they can get it to an angle where they can essentially lob shots higher and further by doing so. So instead of just like your typical, like, I'm assuming that those guns are typically like a 45-degree angle.
I think like a 45 to
like maybe 60 degrees.
60-degree angle, like,
because they're big.
in that range.
I mean, they're huge guns, and so you think about they're taking that, like, maybe they're at 60 degrees, and by flooding these tanks, they get potentially up to like 70, 75 degrees.
Right.
And that adds a whole nother like dynamic of how far they can shoot those daggone things.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's basically intentionally sinking your ship to shoot farther.
Yeah. It's
like
wild.
These are some of the stories that I just absolutely love. And like that's not even getting into like Doolittle's raid and things like that, where especially the US military, like, for as much flack as everybody gives for spending on the military,
yeah,
like there are these cases where I'm not going to say it like justifies it, but like the advancements that we've been able to make,
right?
Like landing bombers or having bombers take off from aircraft carriers.
Yes.
Basically to help end a war that we didn't start for once.
Yeah.
And being able to aid
right.
the allies and our allies.
Right.
But essentially sending I forget what kind of planes those were. They weren't B-52s, but they were bigger
I know
bombers.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
But literally just taking them off on the aircraft carrier.
Right.
And like I give I give the movie a lot of flack, but that part of Pearl Harbor where they're actually doing Doolittle's raid, like it does it a little bit more justice than.
Absolutely. Well, and I was going to say along those lines is like that when it comes to military spending, like you said, a lot of people like to poo-poo on military spending and everything along those lines. But I will say that the military is one of the most clear-cut examples of you get what you pay for.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that if anything in our country and stuff like that, if I could justify saying like I would rather my tax dollars go towards something, military spending is one of the things that I would go, yeah, I think that's worth it. I mean, obviously, like we have connections to the military. Brooks' brother is in the military or was in the military, and we've had a lot of other connections to military members and things along those lines. But beyond just the personal connection to it is kind of like seeing there's a lot of things that America has been afforded just simply because we don't mind being the guys who are kitted out and that will kick the door in and straighten things out when we need to, type of thing. I mean, it's just like, like the whole, we talked about this before with like World War II, that Japan made their biggest mistake ever by poking a bear that was already pissed off. And like,
not necessarily looking for an excuse to get involved, because honestly, the U.S. did not want to get involved at all.
Right.
Like we were actually.
Why would we?
Yeah, we were dealing with our own economic issues at the time.
We were safe on our side of the pond.
Right.
Like we weren't losing our guys.
Like we were rendering humanitarian aid,
right?
Like supplies and food and things like that. Yeah. But we didn't want to get involved at all. Same with World War One.
Yep.
Like we were strict isolationists up until World War One, because we just didn't want to get involved because we knew that wasn't our place.
Right.
But now, and people have the argument, oh well, we're Team America, World Police, and things like that now. But again, you see those things.
Somebody's got to be.
A lot of those things that happen in other countries don't happen in the United States, as far as like military coups, things like that.
Right.
And it's one of those things where people just take it for granted. And, because of our military, because of everything, they are afforded the right to critique and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's those freedoms that we are granted that we have those opportunities.
Yeah. You had the freedoms that you have because of the military.
Right.
And because of what essentially our military guys have done over time. It affords us the availability to live the lives that we live and stuff like that. Right. So it's, love it or hate it, that's the reality of things. And so I'm always a big proponent for like let's appreciate our military. Let's continue to give them the funding that they need to ensure that our way of life here continues on, and to hopefully, when necessary, intervene in other places to help them gain a similar way of life like we have and stuff like that. I mean, even what we did in Venezuela and stuff. Like I said, love it or hate it. I don't know I'm not smart enough to know all the details of something to know if it was the exact right call. But what I do know is that the people there are looking for freedom. They're looking to enjoy the same kind of life that we have here. And if our military temporarily borrowing a leader is the way that we accomplish that, then maybe that's the best thing for it. Stuff like that. But let's just support our guys as they go. So that's crazy though to think of, like those battleships and the capability of you scratched our deck. We don't like that. Don't touch our boats.
That hill over there. I like it to be a plateau now.
Yeah, that's right. Congratulations, you just became our newest landing strip.
But not made out of wood.
That's right. We don't build wooden boats around here. Ours are made to last.
It's just again the amount of money that we've spent may be a little excessive. I mean, essentially because we have the largest Air Force in the world, and then the Navy has the second largest Air Force in the world.
Yeah.
So you have a lot going on, but again, everybody has the right to have their own opinions because we have spent so much money on the military and things like that.
Right.
And I'd rather it go to the military than to the politicians. That's just my 2 cents.
I would rather it go to the military than a lot of the government things that were like people in particular that are in
Right.
government positions, or and no offense to this, I'm sure some of you love it out there, stuff like that, but like to be going towards space exploration because I just don't see that being.
I mean, yeah, it's
Our
cool.
future. It's cool. I don't get me wrong. Like, given the opportunity, if you're like Josh, we'll put you on a space shuttle tomorrow and let you go fly around the moon or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd probably take you up on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I just don't think that, like, we haven't even explored the depths of our oceans yet. Like, let's explore Earth and figure out what all we can actually still do here before we start trying to get out
before we
off the
start
planet.
farming poop potatoes.
Yeah.
There you go, Jordan.
Shout out Joe. Yeah,
Oh, is it Joe?
Joe,
Is it-
yeah,
okay.
Joe's the poop potato guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, cool. As we move on today, I hinted towards this at the end of the last episode.
Right.
I've got a kind of a game, not really a game as much, but kind of a game
Okay.
for us to play, and this ties into our availability of having video, and also it's going to play into our social media platforms and stuff too. So, what I wanted to do is I basically have I'm using this in air quotes for everybody out there. I have a game that I want us to play, and it has consequences for both of us in every single round of it.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is, the way this is going to work is I have 4 different categories.
Okay.
In each of these categories, there is something that we have to do. So there's 2 choices in each category.
Okay.
I'm going to read both of them. You are going to pick which one of them is heads and which one of them is tails.
Okay.
Anything that lands on heads, or well, let me see. What we'll do is this. Let's change it up a little bit from what I had originally planned. I'm going to read the 2 different options.
Okay.
You will call heads or tails. I'm going to ask my phone, I'm not going to say her name yet, to flip a coin for us so that everybody can hear what the result is.
Okay.
And depending on which one you land on and stuff like that, if it lands on yours, you get the first one. You get to pick from which one of the 2 that you're going to do out of these things. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So the first one falls under the public fashion category.
Okay.
So here's your choices, or here's the options, I guess. You can either wear a ridiculous outfit that must be approved by the other Josh to the grocery store to do your grocery shopping, and you have to go for a full grocery shopping trip. This is not a
Okay.
I'm not just running into Walmart for like one item and then back out and stuff like that. This is like full cart, getting the groceries kind of deal. Or you can wear a cape for an entire day. so you're going full on Doctor Strange for a whole day, or you have to wear like a crazy outfit to go grocery shopping.
Okay.
Okay, so you want heads or tails?
Oh my gosh.
You get
Tails.
if you win, like whoever wins the coin toss gets to pick which one they want to do.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go
How's it gonna
tails.
work, okay?
Okay. So
Okay.
if I say tails, then and I win, I get to pick which one you have to do.
Correct. And if you say tails and it lands on
Then
heads,
heads, then you have
then
to
I
pick.
get to
Okay,
pick which one
okay.
I'm going to do. All right. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Oh, I don't know if I have. Okay, it just says on the screen. It's not telling me out loud. So it was heads, and you picked what?
Tails.
Tails. So since it landed on heads, that means that I get to pick, and I don't know which one of these I would rather do. I think that I am gonna go with. I'm gonna wear a cape for an entire day,
Okay.
which means that you're gonna wear a ridiculous outfit that I
To
have
go-
to approve to go
grocery shopping.
Go grocery shopping.
Okay.
So the key with this is, and this is why it's going to help us on everything else, is that for everything that we do, we need to take videos and pictures and stuff like that as we go along and stuff like that. So
Okay.
either having somebody else film us, or just taking like, selfies with people and things along those lines. So you guys that are listening out there will get to see all of this kind of play out as we fulfill these things. And we're going to set a goal of having all of these things done within the next month. And
so by the end
of July,
okay,
you got to have all of these completed, and that way, at the beginning of July, at the very late, or the beginning of August, at the very latest, everybody should start seeing these show up and stuff.
Okay, so are you gonna put these in Discord so we can?
Yeah. I'll give you your list, and I'll give you my list and stuff, and then that way we'll know what we're doing.
So wait, are we gonna do this then from the date of the published episode or from today? As of recording.
From today, yeah.
So
because we'll know what they are.
Today is July 3rd for everybody listening.
Yep.
So this will hopefully come out in 2 weeks. So if you see some random social media post, this will explain what you're seeing after the fact.
Yes. So yes. Right.
So I think until this episode airs.
Yeah, until this airs, we won't put any of them up and stuff like that. So we'll see them.
No, I was going to say we post it with no context. And they have to listen to this to understand the context. So this is episode 25, right?
Yes. Episode 25, correct.
So
So after episode 25 drops, after you guys listen to this one, if you don't listen to this episode,
context.
if somebody out there hasn't listened to this, you'll have no context for the pictures and stuff that we're going to put up. And we're going to give you nothing. Just be like, Josh is just going to be like doing my grocery shopping, and I'm going to be like, just another normal day.
I have something in mind.
Okay.
If I can find it. It would have been better to do it before today, and I'll show you why.
Okay.
After I get home,
Yeah,
I'll if I can find it, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Sounds good. All right, put together something crazy because I want to see real crazy for grocery shopping. All right.
Okay.
Second category is social media.
Okay.
Option number 1: let the other Josh choose your profile picture for 48 hours.
Okay.
So for 2 days, you got to rock whatever profile picture the other one says.
Okay.
AI is allowed, just to be clear.
Okay.
Option number 2, you have to post an overly dramatic life update. Clearly has to be a harmless one, right? Like we're not trying to get anybody upset or anything along those lines. But it has to be humorous and it has to be a big life update kind of thing. Like I'm moving to such and such place, or can't believe that so-and-so, has said yes to marrying me, or whatever thing you want to come up with and stuff. You can use AI to come up with that one, but it's got to be, again, all of these are like pending on you and I approving things, unless it's just a very simple one like the Cape. So this will be like, you have to put a life update. It has to stay on your social media pages on at least Facebook and Instagram for 24 hours before you reveal to anybody that it's actually like a hoax or anything. So,
all right.
You ready? All right.
I'll flip this one.
He's going to flip the coin.
All right. So heads or tails?
I'm going to go give me tails on this one.
Tails on this one? It's heads.
Heads. So Josh gets the pick. So you're either you get to choose my profile picture for 48 hours, or you get to approve a life update that I have to put on my social media for 24 hours.
See, I think I'm going to choose that you have to do a life update.
Okay.
And other for context. So on Wednesday when I came down here, I sent Josh probably one of the best text messages that I've ever sent.
Oh yeah. He wrote in like old timey language, basically like writing to me a text message that read more like an old letter. And stuff.
Like think of like a Southern gentleman in the Civil War era, like a letter to home. I wrote to Josh, and it was great.
It was great. We need to start
Josh,
writing stuff like that more often.
Yeah, I know. So Josh is going to choose my profile picture for the next 48 hours at some random time,
and you're gonna approve a life update that is humorous that I'll put on my social media for 24 hours. All right, third category.
Okay,
restaurant challenges.
Oh boy.
So the first one is that you have to talk in a British accent from the moment that you walk into the restaurant until the time that you leave. So the next time that you go out to eat at a restaurant, you got to talk in a British accent. But this has to be a sit-down restaurant is the stipulation.
Okay.
Can't be like Bojangles where you're like talking for 2
Yeah.
seconds and then you're out. It's got to be an actual, like you're communicating with a waiter or waitress. The second is, this one's funny to me. You have to ask the server with complete sincerity. Like you
complete
cannot,
deadpan.
deadpan, no laughing. You have to ask them, which menu item would you recommend to someone who is secretly a raccoon? And then after you ask them that and they bring you like whatever it is, you have to say, okay, I'll take one of those. When they bring it to you and stuff like that, you have to eat just a little bit of it, put the remainder of it in a Ziploc bag, and then be like, I'm taking this for a friend, and then stick it inside of a pocket or something.
Okay.
So those are the two options. Either talk in a British accent for the entirety of your time that you're in a restaurant, or ask a server with complete seriousness, which menu item would you recommend to someone who's secretly a raccoon?
Okay.
And then tuck some away to save for a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
You doing the coin flip?
Yeah,
again?
I can do the coin flip.
All right. You pick it this time.
So I'm gonna go tails.
Tails. Okay. What's it gonna be? 50-50 shot.
It's not a 50-50. Still heads.
Hey. Oh man. This one's actually a tough one. You do a better British accent than I do.
Yeah.
But that also means it's easier for you. So
that means you have to talk in a British accent.
Yeah, I do a really trash British accent too. Mine's not good at all. So you know what? I'm willing to do it. I'm gonna do the raccoon one.
Okay.
You take the British accent.
Joke's on you. I have autism, so I can mimic.
Yeah. But this is
okay. In all seriousness, do you understand how hard it's been for me not to talk with a Southern drawl when I've been down here?
Oh, yeah, I do know that. So you and I are kind of in the same boat in that respect because I'm also, like Brooke will tell you, I tend to mimic the people that I'm around as well. I just have certain accents that I'm just not good at. Like I can't, like when it comes to British, I'm just not great at talking in the British
because
accent,
I like naturally I already say North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like I already have that twang anytime.
Draw out the
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like I did it even when we went to Canada.
Yeah.
Like I started talking like this.
About time, eh?
And, talking like I was from Canada.
Yeah.
And like putting that little inflection on the end.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So,
That's funny.
So far I have, you're picking my outfit to go grocery shopping.
Yep. And then
I'm picking your profile picture.
No, you're picking the life update for me.
Or the life update.
I'm picking your profile picture for
And
48
then
hours.
I have to go to a restaurant and talk with a British accent.
The entire time. And I'm doing the secret raccoon person.
So last one.
Final category, right? This one's called the Walk of Shame category. So you either have to spend 1 hour wearing a brightly colored bathrobe. I'm going to say preferably pink.
Okay.
Brightly colored bathroom in a very public place. So this has got to be walking around Walmart in the mall, but it's an hour. Like, yeah, spend an hour somewhere around a bunch of people. What you wear underneath the bathroom is your choice. So I don't know where we're going with that one. Or the second one was that you have to wear a Kentucky Derby style hat for an entire day. So like a woman's like big floppy hat with like some sort of decor on it for a whole day. So one of those two. All right. I'm picking this time. I'm just gonna continue our streak and go with tails again. Why not? I feel like I've got to get close to a tails this time. Oh, heads again.
Heads again, so I get to choose.
Your app is rigged.
Well, that's the thing. Even with Siri, it was heads, so we were just kind of on a.
Yeah, we said tails the whole way through. And got
if we would have done a physical coin, it probably would have been tails more often because it's a slightly heavier on the head side. But anyway,
yeah.
All right, so bathrobe or derby hat?
Either 1 hour in a brightly colored bathrobe in a very public place. So we're gonna say like minimum of 100 people or so.
Basically a Walmart minimum.
Yeah, Walmart minimum. And then the other one is to wear a Kentucky Derby style hat for an entire day.
Yeah.
And so we'll say with that one, probably for the Kentucky Derby style for an entire day. If it's an entire day type of thing, like for me with the Cape, it's going to be like at minimum you need to have like every hour like a check-in. Basically, like you're going to take a selfie proving that you're still rocking whatever it was and stuff, and have some people to vouch for you and everything.
And this is hard because I feel confident doing either of them.
Yeah, this one doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I'm fine either way we go on this one.
Man,
my wife will be embarrassed, but
see, and that's the other thing. Like, I don't have to worry about that unless I go with like Mason
take
or
the
something.
kids out. That's what I'm saying. Come on, kids, we're going to the Walmarts.
Man, I would say that I'm gonna say that you can wear the derby hat.
Sick.
For
Brooke already
all
has
day.
one, so that works out for me.
Yeah, all day, because I would love
yeah.
to see you, like, especially if it's like when you're.
Oh, I'm wearing it to work and stuff. Like, this is gonna be like the best way for those guys to kind of get to know me.
Right.
It's gonna be like,
Yeah, so I'll
day
wear
one.
the bathrobe.
okay,
Could I combine the first and the second one?
you want to wear both? Oh, wait. You're saying
The outfit.
the ridiculous outfit with the bathrobe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no. I think it's gotta be two different things. Just because like we gotta rest them split out and stuff like that. So
Okay, that's
double
fine.
down.
All right, so what I have to do is I have to wear a ridiculous outfit to go grocery shopping.
Go grocery shopping. That's right. So the whole time you're grocery shopping,
I have to approve a life update for you while I get my profile picture
for 48 hours.
For 48 hours.
I get the life update for 24 hours. You get the profile pic for 48. On the first one, I have to wear a cape for the entire day, and then
the third one.
You're the British accent.
I have to go to a restaurant and talk in a British accent the entire time.
I have to ask a
for
server
raccoon
which
meal.
menu item would you recommend for someone who's secretly a raccoon. Order that item, eat some of it, put the rest in a Ziploc bag, and say, "I'm saving this for a friend."
So you're basically raccooning it in a trench coat.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out some way to make myself look more raccoon-ish, just for the sake of like playing
get,
into it.
Black under your eye, like all around your eyes, and like hair all messed
Just
up.
hypothetically, if a person was secretly a raccoon, what
Not
would
saying
you
that I
order
am.
off of your menu for them? Yeah. So, and then the final one is that you're gonna spend at least an hour wearing a brightly colored bathrobe in a very public place, and I'm gonna wear a Kentucky Derby style hat for an entire day.
Okay. Yeah, I got some house slippers I
And
can wear.
I'll make the stipulation that my Kentucky Derby style day has to include like public places.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I can't just rock it around the farm because
Yeah.
that's too easy to get away with.
Right.
Mine has to be like got to go to at minimum like work, Walmart, those kinds of places with it on. So
Okay. Yeah, this will be fun.
just have to remember to make sure we take plenty of like videos and pictures and all that kind of stuff. We can get the families to help maybe follow us around. Like while you do your grocery shopping, just have Carter milling around behind you with the phone recording you as you go and stuff. It'd be fun. See if you get any strange looks. That's the best part is if we can get like some candid cameras, so where we like, you know, if people are like giving us the weird looks and everything, we can get the zoom in shots of them and stuff. It'd be great.
Yeah.
So
okay. Yeah. This will be fun.
Awesome. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm actually looking forward to my raccoon thing. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a waiter or waitress who is able to play along.
Yeah.
You know? Hopefully I'm with my parents. That would make it even better.
That would be great.
My mom would just be like, "What is wrong with you?"
just
Yeah.
Just as disappointed, like close eyes, head shake.
They're like, "We're real sorry about him." We thought we did better.
The British accent would have been funny if you would have went out and done it with your parents.
Mum,
Mummy,
Mummy,
I would like some tea, please.
do you carry any crumpets here? Yeah, that'll be fun. So
That'll be
cool.
This will be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, for everybody out there, as you're listening and stuff like that, you can look forward to seeing those pictures and videos and stuff coming out after this episode drops. So again, this is episode 25. Once episode 25 is out, then you can look for those on there. We appreciate Sky sharing her spider story with us earlier. We appreciate Carter sitting and eating pizza with us while we do our recording. We appreciate Brooke sitting in the dining room and trying to kill flies at high rates of speed and all the things she's been doing. But we appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here and being a part of this. And we can't wait to have more episodes coming out in the near future. You'll be able to see a lot of those through Discord and everything as we do them. And then we hope that you guys will also take an opportunity to check out our link tree. Josh can tell you all about that.
Absolutely. So in every episode and in all of our Facebook posts, Instagram posts, we always include our link tree. Go ahead and check it out. That's where you'll be able to see a lot of these videos. They'll probably be uploaded to YouTube primarily as Josh's mic falls off the stand.
Breaking things over here.
And you'll be able to catch us there. So it's one of those things where we're going to try to broaden our influence and our sphere of media and be watching for something that will be very fun, because in episode 23, we kind of talked about building Joshtopia.
That's right. Yeah.
And
we figured out an interesting way
so
to do that.
I think we have a way to do that as a supplemental content. So be checking our socials for that. Hopefully, maybe by the end of the month, once we kind of get everything settled with Josh and his move and get him settled in, be ready to watch some videos on that. So we love you guys so much, and go ahead and check out our link tree, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Yeah, it's over now. I can see it on the recording thing. All right. She's
27.6 nautical miles away. Sorry.
What's her name? We're now the cult of Kelsey.
Yeah.
Everyone
Well,
say
one of
the
us is.
distance together. Yeah. Brooke definitely is.
Again. Oh yeah, well, I hope she would be there.
That's kind of a cool thing, though. Like the Kelsey girl. If you're out there listening and you don't know about her, she rode her way from California to Hawaii. She is now the record holder of men and women to do it.
So
like
the youngest,
smoked.
the first American, and the fastest, at least I think, and the doing it solo as well too.
Yep. She crushed it. That's really cool, though.
Okay,
Kelsey, good for you. We know you listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
so we're proud of
exactly.
you.
If not, share this with her and she can give this little shout out.
Someone get it to her.
Yeah.
She's
out in the middle of the ocean.
She needs to hear our encouragement.
Yeah. Row.
Do you think she gives up on rowing just because she made it, Brooke? Brooke's over there going,
She's got to go back.
She's already there. It's like,
She's got to go back.
How does she get home, Brooke? Think about it for a
It's
second.
not like she lives in Hawaii.
Yeah.
How does one carry that much food on a...
It's like a modified. It's a modified kayak. Think about basically like taking a mini sailboat.
I know.
Like taking a sailboat and like shrinking it down. Like it has like a cabin that she can sleep in and stuff. And like
I just love the fact that my kid, who couldn't row across the pond on our farm, is like booing a woman for the style of boat that she rowed across.
You know what would have been
the
more
Pacific
impressive?
Ocean on.
You know what would have been more impressive?
What's that?
If it was a paddle boat swan.
You know what would have been really impressive? Is she did it on an inflatable air mattress from Walmart.
No, that's just from going to Vermont to Canada.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just
Or was
from
it
going
Maine to Canada?
Maine to Canada, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those states that everybody
that little
forgets
tiny
about.
strip of like a river that the guy paddled across. That's crazy.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Good to be back.
Good to be back. And now we're out.